How do you do? My name's Graham Murphy. I'm a product manager here at TechRentals. Today we're going to have a quick look at the Pruftechnik Optalign Touch Standard. Now here's the instrument. Nice little instrument doing optical alignment work. It's a touch screen, etc. The kit contains, we've got the transmitting laser, we've got the receiver. Also, if you get it, there's a few things in the top here. Now, just something I'd make a comment on. This is the software if you need to use a PC, but it can all be done without a PC. But if you use the software, you have to have this license certificate. This is really important. So they're a pair. So for you to have that operating on your PC, you need both. The other thing about this is that these you will need probably need admin access to your PC to make it to load it. So if you don't have admin rights, you'll have problems. There's the USB interface there, and here's a quick start guide all inside the lid, so please note that they're there. Right, I've mounted the magnetic brackets on the engine. We're going to the gearbox and engine. This is a simulator. We're going to do the alignment on. We've got the two magnetic brackets mounted. I've put the transmitter and the receiver. Now I'll turn on the transmitter. There's a little on-off button here, and I will also remove the little cover there. You can see the lasers coming through, and I'll remove this one and turn this on. There's a little button we push. You see a couple of little lights flash and they power up. Okay, we turn the instrument on. Here's the on-off switch. Powers up. Takes a couple of seconds to boot. Right, instrument's coming up. There is a hook here we can undo and hang the instrument if necessary on the side of the instrument, on the side of the engine or whatever, or have a stand. It's just booting up, and it is, there we go. Now we want to do a horizontal alignment, so pretty simple. We hit the horizontal alignment button and it loads that application. So in this instance, now here's the image. In this instance, I've put the yellow one, which is this end, the transmitter, and there's the receiver, correct. Now I have to put these dimensions in as shown. So I'll take the ruler out of the package, and I'll read these measurements and then enter them. Okay, I've got to pick up the first measurement, which is from the center line to the receiver, and it's about 64 millimeters. So I enter 64, enter. Next one is from the center line to the first mounting point, which is about 85 millimeters. You do this a little more accurately normally, and the distance between the two mounts is 180 millimeters. And the next one is the diameter of the coupling, which is this diameter here, and it is 90 millimeters. And the last one is the rotation speed of the engine, which is the RPM, 1500 RPM. So we move on. We have completed those. Now we need to take a measurement. So I hit this button. Now, I now have to adjust it so I have the laser in the correct position. Okay, so there's the laser, and this is telling us to adjust the yellow, the transmitting one. So it's got the adjustment. So as I turn that, it's coming up. We can see it coming up to the area, and then if I rotate the other dial here, it should move across. Oops, I'm moving away, so I'll just move it back in. Right, the laser is sufficiently centered, so I'll put it right in the middle. So now the laser's lined up nicely. Now I push the next button. I can now do the measurement. Okay, it says here, rotate the shafts or tap the start button or the measure button. Well, we push the start there, but if we just simply start rotating them, it'll automatically detect that. And we spin it round very slowly. And there we have done our alignment, and it tells us our alignment parameters over here, how much out of line we are. Okay, it says here, rotate the shaft and tap the tick to finish the measurement. Well, we've finished the measurement because we've done a rotation. You can do partial rotation, but anyway, in this case I did a full rotation, so I'll hit the tick. Now, what I can now do is I can now adjust the motor accordingly. Now we can see we're slightly out of a line here, and we can have a look at the results, view the results of the measurement, or to do a re-measurement. So let's have a look at, let's adjust it slightly. Okay, I hit this results button here. Now it tells me the adjustments that need to be made. Now I can look at that in 2 dimensions or 3 dimensions. We can see one of our parameters is out. So the back of this is a little high. Okay, now to make the adjustment, I've got to do some adjustments over here. So I'm going to go to live move. Now what this does, this will give me the actual live measurement. So I need to, the rear part of this, so I'm going to loosen it off a little bit here and tighten it up just to move the rear of this across a little bit. And you can see that it is, there we go. Now it's moved the whole thing out. I've got a little more in line, but now I've got to move the whole thing across. So I'm just going to move this one here, loosen that, and move that. There we go. And that's as close as we can get it. So I'll just lock that back in place. So there's our alignment, and I'm happy with that. I go yes. Okay, the next test we might do on the motor is soft foot, so which we hit this button here. Now tap any field to start soft foot measurement, which is this front left hand one here. I'm going to tap. Now what I do is loosen this. Let's grab the spanner, loosen it. I've loosened it. Then go tick. Then tighten it. Okay. Tighten the bolts. That's it. Now it goes to the next one. Here. Now I'm going to loosen this. Tick. Now tighten it again. Right, that's happy. Now I'll do the back one here. Loosen it. Now tighten it. There, go yes. Now tighten it up again. Alright, that's that. And here I'll loosen and tap, yep, and tighten it up. And that has completed the soft foot measurement. Okay, so now we've completed the soft foot. I come back to the results page, and you notice that there is no way of showing what's going on here. There's no reporting stuff. What we're going to do is a final measurement to double check. So I'm just going to swing this around and do a rotation on it. And this is to double check everything after I'm finished. Hopefully it'll be okay. Now, if I hit the results, I can hit either results or results here. So I hit results. Now, okay, we're slightly out. But just for the sake, now I can go hit report here. Now, we can add if what we want to. There's clearance information, there's a signature we can add. We can add a report logo. That's done if you're using a PC. We can say information about the machine, we give it a name, etc. Now, to make a USB copy of that report, it's just simply a matter of plugging a memory stick in. Right, we plug the memory stick in and we hit this button here. Now that has saved a USB copy to this memory stick, and we can also save the particular instrument setup if we want to. So if at a later date we're coming back and see asset is saved, I gave it a name before, which you didn't see, or did it off camera, but it's just multiple X's. So it's really very easy to do a report. If you want to use a PC to do additional stuff while it's loading up the software, we connect our USB port up here, etc. Neat, clean instrument to use. It'll give it'll do your alignment work for you, give you a nice set of reports, etc. very easily. They're all on this memory stick here now.